Hey guys, welcome back to the Bongers channel, and today Troy and I, we're building this thing. Alright guys, so in today's video, Troy and I, say hi Troy, he's very excited. We're going to be building an Infento. And what is an Infento, you might ask? Well, it's this company that created a really cool buildable and constructible ride. So it's kind of like big scale Legos or mechanical or recto kind of sets on steroids. So you get to build really neat rides that they can actually ride, and they can change them out as they get older or if they change their minds, just like kids do every 5 minutes. So they offer several different kits to choose from. I think there's probably about 7 or 8 of them, and they start out at about $199 and go up from there. And what you do is you choose the kit that you want and you can upgrade from there. You can always upgrade afterwards, but if you buy the kit you want right away, it tends to be a little bit cheaper. So to give you an example of how the upgrade works, the different kits, let's say kit number 1 lets you build 10 different rides, okay? Well, kit number 2 probably lets you build 15 different rides. Can you do 15? No, almost. But so, show your toes. 15 different rides. So 15 different rides, and 5 of those rides, the first kit number 1, wouldn't be able to build those, okay? But kit number 2 lets you build the first kit's rides plus an additional 5. So that's pretty cool. And as you upgrade even more, that, kit numbers 6 and 7, they build all of those same rides the earlier kits do, plus some cooler ones with added additional parts. So we have personally chosen to build the Genius kit. And no, it's not because this little dude's a genius or anything, but because it's the cheapest kit that you can get that supports their newly launched, actually this month, e-pulse system, which is actually an electric motor that you can attach to the bike or the trike or whatever you build. You can attach it to it and it actually is motorized. So it's almost like being able to build your own power wheel. I think it's really cool. We're kind of excited about that. We haven't got one yet. We're gonna see how these go, and hopefully we'll be able to get one of those in the near future. So in today's video, we're gonna start out by letting Troy build his first vehicle that he wants to build. So which one do you think you want to build?
The Speedster.
The Speedster. All right. So here's a page kind of shows some of the Genius pieces that you can build that some of the lower kits can't. It looks like he wants to build the Speedster here, and I'm actually kind of excited about that because if we do happen to get an e-pulse motor, it's one of the ones that supports it. So let's we're gonna go ahead and organize the tables here, get some parts ready and some tools, and we're gonna get building. All right, so we finally finished this thing, and man, do I have to say, this thing is super cool. I would say we were a bit ambitious building this particular model as our first one. It's one of the harder builds and definitely took us a while. It took us roughly around 6 hours, 6.5 hours, which seems like a crazy long time. But the instructions actually do say that this one takes about 6 hours to build. So I would kind of recommend maybe starting out with one that's a little bit simpler, especially for your first build. That way you can kind of get used to the parts and the pieces. And the instructions are really good. There's tons of steps. I think this particular one was like 70 to 80 different steps. It doesn't come with paper instructions. It's all online based. Set up an iPad that was to help me kind of follow through the instruction. The materials on this thing are great quality. You can just tell from the aluminum, the high quality plastic pieces that are on it for certain areas, the way it all connects together, the bolts, the nuts. You can even tell with the brake system, from the disc brake to the handles, the handlebars, the tires are all really good quality. You can just tell. One of the things I did notice when we were building ours is you want to make sure you get those brakes aligned correctly and everything. Otherwise you'll get a little bit of rubbing and stuff. So you want to make sure you get those lined up just right. There's a lot of little fine adjustments that you can make to make sure it runs nice and smooth. For this particular model, it's got nice big tires, which where we live is great because we have a lot of like little dirt roads and some rough terrain, and it works awesome. Troy is able to just drive over the bumps and go in the dips and everything. The gearing for the pedal actually seems like a good ratio. It's not too hard for them to pedal, and it's not too easy that they can't go very fast. I think if you got into the realm of the e-pulse system, that would be a lot of fun. I don't know how often we'll be dismantling it and building another one. So far we really like it, and he really enjoys it. It's something different and unique, and it did bring us together to build it. As you can see by the time lapse, you can see Troy only lasted about an hour or so building this, especially with how long it was. Don't expect your kids, unless they're extremely patient or a little bit older. Troy's only about 5. Don't expect them to stick around and help you for the whole thing. So I know this is one of the big parts that Infento kind of pushes, is bringing families together and doing things together. But maybe if the kid is a little bit older, and you might get them to stick around a little bit longer. So that pretty much wraps it up. Overall, we really enjoy this thing. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you leave us some comments below if you liked it. Any questions you have about it, we'll let you know if we can answer them. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, and we look forward to doing more awesome videos for you guys. We'll check you later. Peace.